Hello and welcome back. In this part B, we are going to look at some of the cURL methods or commands that we use in this command prompt to get information from the app that is running. So I already have the photo gallery app running, as you can see, and this is the root URL, and that's what the login page that we have seen in the previous video. Now here on the right hand side I have the terminal open, and let's say if we simply want to send a get request, here is how we would do that. We would type curl and then http colon double forward slash localhost again colon then 5001, that's the root URL we have, and I'm going to then press enter. So this gives us this information, which tells us that you should be redirected automatically to this target login page. And what we can do is type login, and that gives us the raw HTML for the page login page that we have. And likewise, we could also go to the sign up page. So if I say so here, if we say sign up and press enter, we see that we are now on the sign up page. So that's the raw HTML for that. So this is how we can simply use curl to uh, fetch the page, like the raw HTML for the web page that we see in the browser on the left hand side. So here, this is the sign up page, and that's the code for that. Now let's say if we want to sign up in this particular form, we can do that again using curl. So what we can type is as follows. We can use use post. So curl -x, and the -x is to just what we need to type before we type any request. So here we are seeing post, then -d, that means that we are going to send form data, and the data is going to be here. So username is equal to, let's type Nilesh, that we have been using, and then the password is going to be, let's say, 123, and then the web page address, http double forward slash localhost then colon 5001 forward slash sign up. And when I press enter, uh, this uh, this should have already created the sign up, and we can check that if I go back in the browser and go to the root and type the login username and password that we used and try to log in, we see that we are able to log in. So it means that we were able to sign up from the terminal without ever going to the browser. Now let's try and see how we can use curl to save information to a cookie. And to do that, here is what we would type: curl -c cookies.txt, and then the usual -x post, and then we specify the data. So -d username is equal to, this is what we have signed up with, and therefore I'm using the same username and password. So password is equal to 123, and after that we specify the login URL. So http forward slash localhost 5001 and then login. So with this we should be able to log in. We should be able to uh, save the information in the cookie. So here is what we can do, and now we can use the information from the cookie to log in. So let's say we use curl -b cookies.txt, and then use http / localhost 5001. And what this is going to do is it will pull. So we have logged in, so we see all these buttons. So that's sort of the code for the gallery that we have created. So 100 positions. So this is, so what we just did was, because curl has no memory between requests, we can save the information in cookies using -c cookies.txt, and then we can reuse it later using -b cookies.txt. So in this case, what we did was we saved the username and password information that we used in the letter command using -b. We can also upload the images to our gallery using curl, and for that we use -f. So let's try that. So here I'm going to type curl -b cookies.txt, because we have saved the username password in the cookies.txt that we can reuse, and then we can use -f. Then here is where we specify the path for the file. So file is equal to @ and I'm going to put the path to the file desktop, and the file name is cat.png. After that we specify where we would like the file to be placed, and let's say -f index is equal to, let's say we want to put the file at index 3, so position 3, and then we specify the URL http / localhost 5001 upload. And when we run this, this should have automatically uploaded the file, and we can check that by going into the browser and looking here, and we see that at index 3, so this is 0 1 0 1 2 and 3. At for index 3 we have the image of the cat uploaded. We can also delete the image that we just uploaded using curl, and for that we are going to type curl -b cookies.txt -x, and we are using post method, so we say -x post, and here we specify the URL localhost / 5001, and then say delete. The position is 3, so we specify 3 and run this, and this should have deleted. If I go back here and refresh this browser, we see that the image is gone. So that's how we can upload and delete the images in our gallery using command line interface in curl. Now let's say if we want to add a caption to the image, we can do that using curl. Before we do that, I just have one small update in the code that we have written. So in the update caption function that we have, uh, you need to add this line before the photo slot caption is equal to caption. I forgot this line in the previous video, so make sure you have that line in there. And after that, if we come back to the terminal, I've already have the app running, and we can see that here in the browser we are on the login page. Now what we need to do here is log in using the admin and password. So to do that, I'll say curl -c cookies.txt -x post -d, and here is a username is equal to admin, and then password is equal to password, and after that we have http / localhost 5001 /login. So with this, we would be able to log in into the into our app, and then we are going to upload a photo. So curl -b, we'll use the same cookies.txt, and then use -f to upload the file. The file is going to be equal to @ we specify the path, so in this case users, and then we have this placed on the desktop, and I say cat.png, and the position where we'll put this is going to be at index 0. Again we specify http / localhost :5001, and this is where we are going to upload the image. So I'm going to type upload. So again, my mistake, typo, it should be curl with cURL. I've typed it as CRUL. Alright, so we have uploaded the image, and if we go to the account in the browser, password, let's say password, that's the cat image that we have just uploaded. Now what we'll do, as you can see, there is no caption underneath the image. We are going to add that now. So we'll do is curl -b cookies.txt -x port -d, and here we specify caption is equal to my cat, and specify the URL http, then we have localhost 5001, and then here we have update index is 0, and when we run this we get a message that the caption has been updated for photo 0, and if we go in the browser, that is what we return from the function message, caption has been updated for that particular photo or picture. And here in gallery, if I come back and refresh, we see that my cat is there, the caption has been added. So this is how we can use curl to let's say update the caption for the image in our photo gallery. We can also get the information about the images in a JSON format. So we can say curl -b cookies.txt http localhost 5001 debug, and as you can see in the gallery we just have one image, and so rest of them are null. For the very first image we have this information here, and that is for the user admin. So this is how we can get a lot of information using curl. That brings us to the end of this video, where we have a little introduction on how to use curl to get information from the photo gallery app that we built in the previous video, and hopefully these uh, beginner statements for curl that you learned, you'll be able to use it in your projects and also in subsequent videos in this particular series. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions, please do let me know in the comment section below. I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you.